my April and probably May kits for you for how to kill a kit with style. So basically what I do to sort my papers is I have a summer iris container, a spring, a fall, and a winter. And when I get a collection, so for example, I got bits and pieces of Bohemian Dreams from Cocoa Vanilla. I keep it all together, I use it up as much as I can, and then when I'm done, I put it into one of those bins. So usually I kind of go with the colors, or if there's a specific feel to the collection, throw it in there. So Bohemian Dreams went into my spring one because I feel like these colors are very springy, and this is all I have left. Other times I might have bought something specific to one of those seasons and I go ahead and throw it in there. I also have a separate container for just for Christmas and a separate container just for Halloween, because those seem to be the two that I scrap the most. But my Easter stuff will go in here, which I actually don't have any. I was kind of sad as I was going through. I have 0 Easter, but anything like that that's very specific usually has its own spot. The other thing I keep in this container is anything kind of geeky that I would use to scrapbook my reading pastime, or like any of our, like when we go to the comic book expo, when we go to Marvel movies, that kind of stuff. It's all in here just because in my brain I think the Calgary Comic Expo is in April every year, so I think spring, so I put it with my spring. Also, all of my birthday stuff goes in here because my kids' birthdays are all in March. So I think about spring when I'm scrapbooking birthdays. My nieces and nephews' birthdays are all from February to June, so all kind of that springtime too. So birthdays are in here, and dance is in here. Dance competitions are in the spring, so I just always think of spring when I think of dance, and I put all my dance stuff in here. So I have a ton of papers that are just random collections. None of these are a full collection of anything. They're all either collections that I only have a few scraps left over, like this one, a lot of this collection from Pink Fresh. There's bits and pieces of that, or pieces like this. This one here is the, what is this one called? This collection is called, oh yes, Sunshine and Good Times from Amy Tangerine. I kept it out for a little bit and I never ended up using any of it, so I put it in here because I feel like this is very spring. It's got jelly beans and it's got the purples and all these fun pastel colors, rainbows and that kind of stuff. So it's in here. So my kit is going to be all of this springtime paper that you can see here. Lots of Cocoa Vanilla. There's some crepe paper. There's some Creative Memories, some Prima, some random papers that I found that have been in this in this kit for a long time. Lots of Bloom and Blossom, no, Bloom and Bliss and I Am from Simple Stories. I have some Authentique in here that I got. So just tons of papers. Too much for me to start going through with you, but anytime I do a layout with any of these, I'll let you know that it's from this kit. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is the paper that I'm gonna pull from. I'm going to start with the spring stuff for April, and then I might just keep carrying on and get into all the stuff under here, which is the birthday and the comic book stuff and the dance stuff. But we'll start with spring. And then I went ahead and just pulled out a few other little bits and pieces, stickers and things like that to go along with it. So in all this paper. I have this collection from Jilly Bean Soup. I think it's called Yellow Saffron Soup, and it's just kind of fun umbrellas and kind of like a rainy day collection. So I have more of this ephemera, but I just pulled out a few pieces to remind me that I have it. I have these little enamel shapes in kind of those fun springy colors. I don't remember where those came from. I have another few little bits of ephemera here. These are Maggie Holmes, and I don't remember what this one is, but I just pulled these out again to remind me that I have lots of flower ephemera in my, where I store all my die cuts. These are some papers from the Scrapbooking Cards Today sampler kit that I get. So these are all kind of spring, have a spring feeling to them, and they're all 4x6s. Some of them are actual pieces of 4x6, and some of them are just cut from a 12x12 paper into the 4x6 size. But they all kind of have that really fun spring feel to them. So I threw those all in there. And these stickers came with one of these kits. I'm not sure which one, and I don't know which collection they came from, but they're kind of spring too with the flowers and stuff. So I have that. I have some Freckled Fawn stuff. So I have these alphas from Freckled Fawn, which I think are really fun. I had them in my summer kit last year, and I didn't use up a ton of them, so I thought I'd throw them in with my spring kit and see how that goes. These are just some washi stickers, again in those fun spring colors. I have some of these left over, which are kind of fun spring colors. They're enamel. I have some of these stickers from Simple Stories, and you can see like there's a Christmas tree and a present and stuff, but there's also this little wiener dog with flowers on his head, which is kind of springy, and these flowers here, the black and white hearts and stuff, so I thought that might work. These are all just kind of spring colors, so I threw them in there. If something works, great. If not, that's totally fine too. So there's all that. I have these rub-ons. I'm not sure if they will actually work because they haven't been used in such a long time. I don't know if there's a date on them. Oh yeah, they're from 2015, so they're a few years old, but we'll see if they work, but they're white. So I thought that that might be fun to put into a background and just see if I can get them to work. And I have these stickers from Teresa Collins. I have some of this paper also in here, so I thought I'll pull these out. They are very old. They're from 2014, so if I don't use the paper and the stickers, I think this is something I'll probably bundle up to pass on. That's my plan with this, is anything that I'm really not pulling for and not wanting to use, I'm going to try to purge. I have these pebble stickers that are very springy with the flowers and the buttons. Again, I don't know why buttons remind me of spring, but they totally do. I have these Jilly Bean Soup stickers that I feel are very springy with the yellows and the green and stuff. I like these alphas too. That's a nice color. What else do I have for stickers? I have these pebble stickers that have some flowers in the mason jar and things. The pinks, I thought they were kind of springy. I have these ones. These are We Are Memory Keepers, and they're embossed, and there's some flowers left on here, so I thought those might come in handy. A big butterfly. I have some of these chipboard from the Georgian Blue collection that I have in here, a few pieces left over, so I thought I'd try to get some of these chipboard used up, and anything I don't use, again, I will probably pass it on. But you can see the butterflies and stuff, the flowers, that's very springy to me. I have this from Maggie Holmes. I think this is from Probably the Carnival collection. Is that what it's called? Carousel? Carousel collection. But it's got some black and white alphas on the back and some really pretty pastel-y colors of hearts and stars here. Any other? Yes. Yes, there is. I pulled out these frames from Heidi Swap. There's a silver one in there, a gold one in there, and then this flower one, which I thought was really pretty. I have some Pink Fresh Studio enamel dots that are very spring colors. I have this Jilly Bean Soup sticker sheet left over with a couple of words still left over in springy colors. I have these washi tape stickers from Pink Paisley that match one of the Paige Evans collections, so I think that'll work, especially like the hearts I think are really springy, and some of the other ones. I have these letter stickers from Close to My Heart, either Stampin' Up! Or Close to My Heart, I can't remember, but I have a whole collection that matches this, so I thought those three colors are very springy, kind of Eastery. I have this Oh Darling left over, and I think that there's lots of pink and fun stuff in there, so that might get used up, some of them anyways. And I have this Maggie Holmes left over. I think like the hearts are super spring and the flowers here. Some of this stuff is just so old that, again, if I don't get it used up, I'll probably end up purging it, donating it, something like that. I'm pulling these letters back out. I think these might actually go with the All Heart collection from Crepe Paper. Maybe. Which I have in here too. I put that in there. I have these left over still that I'm trying to use up, and obviously that pink is super pretty and springy. And I have these green ones. These are from Pink Fresh Studio, I think, as well. And then I threw these in from my Valentine's collection. So yeah, you can see that's another sheet of the same ones. But again, they're really fun spring colors, so they're in there. This matches one of the Pink Paisley collections. These are called Lemonade. Yeah, but in all those really fun pink, pretty spring colors. I threw these in as well because I have two of these. These are the Dear Lizzie foam thickers with the pink core. These are, does it say? Just Meadow. I don't remember what collection this might have matched, but white and gold is pretty. And then these are from Pink Fresh, and they're kind of in that cursive, and they are more of a rose gold. And then I also put in these Dear Lizzie ones that are kind of that subtle champagne, but they're glitter. And that is it. That is my kit. So tons of paper, tons of embellishments, but I'm hoping that this is going to carry me all the way through April, a long self-isolating April, and into probably a long self-isolating May. Probably at the end of April, what I'll do with my layout share is just let you know how much of this I got used up, and if I'm going to be adding anything new from the rest of this iris container, I will show you in the beginning of May. So if you have any questions about anything you saw here, please leave them for me down below and let me know what kits you're using this month and how you're doing. I hope you're all doing well, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Until next time, happy scrapping, stay safe, bye.